Welcome to the Nancy Isime Show! I cannot believe this is actually happening. This has been a long time coming. It's been my dream for at least 2-3 years, and I've been working towards it. And it's finally a reality. I'm so happy to share this with you guys at home. And you guys here. So surreal. But before I get too emotional, please let me say welcome to you watching. It is the Nancy Isime Show. My name is Nancy Isime. Okay, because it's our very first episode, I have to tell you what this show is about. Gladly. Now, this show is really about fun. I just want to be able to put smiles on people's faces, both here in the studio, those at home watching, and all over the world. I can't do this alone. I need the audience. I need you. I need my DJ X. So it's about your favorite celebrities coming to talk, coming to inspire you, coming to play games. We also get into the streets. We get to talk to our beautiful audience. I'm just really about making sure that you have an even happier day than you're already having. The world is so hard as it is. I want to make sure that I can add some smiles to your face with the help of my audience, of course. Without any further ado, please allow me to go on a short break. And when we begin, it's the Nancy Isime Show! It's gonna be a good time. Nancy Isime Show. Celebrities and all the fun stuff. Thank you. I could totally get used to this. Welcome back to the Nancy Isime Show. Now, first off is our What's Up Nancy segment. I know you're wondering what this is about. Relax, I'll explain. So a few people think that, I give good advice. And so I said, you know what? I put it out there. I said, ask me any question you want to ask me. And I would give you the best unprofessional advice there is out there. But I feel like, somehow I always give good advice. My friends think I'm the best advisor out there. And I want to share that out here. I want to advise people. So I said, okay, you know what? Write to me. And I got an email, which I'll be reading right now. It's from Raman from Ijebu. This is what he says. What's up, Nancy? Please, I need your help. My wife introduced me to a business and swindled me of all my life investment. She took all his life investments, his savings, and he says, what do I do? This one is strong. Oh, giddy gone. Oh, giddy. I mean, I'd like to say what I think about this and advise this person, and also ask you guys in the audience. I'm sure you have advice. You have 1 or 2 advice? Yeah. Perfect. But before we do so, I decided to go into the street and ask a few people what they think about this and what they would do if they were in this man's shoes. And guess what they had to say?
Question to TV money. How we go catch him? We go catch him we go leave everything for God to go find, and now God go bring him. Now to do with that now. Now God go catch him. Go punish him. Go.
Torí ó ti ṣe fún mi rí, mo ti lọ gbowó àwọn làpò nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀, mo fi bá ra mọ́tò, ó sá lọ, ó fi gbé obìnrin sá lọ. Nítòótọ́ ni mo sọ fún yín yìí, ó fi gbé obìnrin sá lọ. Àmọ́ ìjọ tó jù bá wà pagún ẹ̀. Bọ́n bẹ̀ mí, mi ò ní gbẹ́bẹ̀. Torí àwọn èèyàn sọ pé nítorí pé mo ti bímọ fún pé kí n dáríjì. Ní ìsìn tẹ́ bá wá rí ní ìsìn, kò dá mọ́. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi ò dáríjì ṣùgbọ́n ọkàn mi dáríjì, but ẹlẹ́dàá mi kò dáríjì bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyí. kò tiẹ̀ lè ṣe lẹ́lẹ́kejì èmi tí mo ti ṣá prápra kò lè gbà mí lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ẹ̀kan ni ẹ̀kan náà máa ń gbá ọmọ Èkó.
Wow, you guys. What would I do if my spouse, husband, or let me say boyfriend or fiance absconds with my life investments? First and foremost, the Edo girl in me will not allow me be in that kind of situation. I am always paranoid. But if that happens, if I'm in a situation where the person who I love and trust decides to abscond, first thing first, I would try and, pursue the case legally, get a lawyer, and work on that. But we're in Nigeria, anything can happen. People can just fall off the face of the earth in this country, and they will marry, they will have kids, they will even walk around freely, but you're looking for them. Abi? But they're there. They just might even be in the next street, you wouldn't even know. And but if it happens to me, I don't know if I will forgive. I don't know. Maybe I'll forgive when the person has paid me back or the person is in jail serving their term and their sentence and after they've served it. But leaving everything to God in this situation, for me, it's a no. I will pursue the person legally. I will try my best to. But that's just me. I'd like to know. I know you have an opinion, don't you?
Yes.
Let us know. What would you do?
My name is Princess Goodnames. If my husband run away with my money, Operation No Mercy, because I won't take it. So forgiveness is a sin. I will not forgive that man. I will charm him. He will come back to my house and he will be my slave. He will wash my tongue. He will take care of my room for 10 years. At the end of the day, now all my money will come back to me and I release him to go.
Hey! Are you sure we should not shift? Before you tell us and you make us fear. Are you sure?
Men are very, very, in fact, I don't even know how to even explain. Because man nowadays, they want to punish in fact, they want to see them even turn a woman to a slave. In fact, they don't want a woman to be, in fact, I won't take it for me. I won't take it. I will never take it. I won't take it.
Okay. No forgiveness for you.
In fact, no forgiveness at all.
But let me hear from you guys, everybody behind now. Would you forgive, if you would forgive your spouse if they took all your money and they said, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I don't finish the money, I don't sell the house, nothing day again, but I need you back because I love you. Would you forgive? You forgive. Why?
They cannot work very well together. You don't know if that woman cannot do anything with that woman. Then she can go outside again and look for another person.
So it's because she was not doing, the man is not working very well in the bed. So that's why she took his money. I love Nigerians. But yes, that's it for us on our WhatsApp segment. It's good to know that at least majority of us will not forgive our spouses if they take our money. Just a few of us would forgive, right? We want to know what you think. Would you forgive? Hit us up on our social media handles. Let us know. Let's just join the conversation. Would you forgive your spouse if they absconded with your entire life savings, your life investments, and they came back one day and said, I'm so sorry, now I just realized my mistake. Would you forgive? Well, while you still chat with us, waiting in our waiting room is our very first guest. I'm talking about none other but the one, the only, the craziest personality to ever come out of Nigeria, Denrele!
It's gonna be a good time. Nancy Isime Show. Celebrities and all the fun stuff.
Great, welcome back to the Nancy Isime Show. Please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make welcome the one, the only, Denrele!
Baby.
Oh my gosh.
Baby.
Won't come on the show.
Baby.
Well, you know you're my very first guest, Abby.
Oh no, no.
My very first guest of the entire season. Woo! So good to have you. How are you?
I'm on fire. Call 911. Call them. Wait, so 911 no they work for you.
How do you have this much energy?
Hey, my people.
Tell us now.
Nancy just asked how I have so much energy. But you see, let me appreciate a formidable fireball of energy.
Hey.
Well, so, a woman who is ageless, timeless, flawless, and stainless. Hey! Well, so, she is the definition of extraordinary. Nancy, can I follow you?
Where?
Because my mother said I should follow my dreams.
Okay, so really, I'm sure you've heard this question 100 times. But I want to know, what was it like growing up in your house, especially with two different cultural backgrounds? Your mom is part Indian, part Mauritian, and your dad is a Yoruba man. How was it?
Hey, my sister, you just nailed the hammer. Put the last nail into the coffin. Bwah! It was quite hectic because, again, we started our hustle before the advent of the internet. Remember where I met you now?
Exactly.
Let me just quickly add that Nancy was a former beauty queen, no? So, growing up in my household, I was always taunted with phrases and clauses and sentences like, once you wake up in the morning, Denrele me. That's his Denrele has
gone crazy.
And then we'll have family members that will come from MFM and they'll be saying, Denrele madness, die.
Why?
And then my close cousins as well, because I lived in a family house. Now, I have to let people know that, I mean, as much as they say family is the best gift anyone can have, I grew up in a family house. So the only close siblings I could relate with, my dad, my sisters, and my mom. Other than that, the rest did not understand what I was about. So I remember days that they would go to church, and then they would tell the pastor to excommunicate me from church, you know. And then when I get back to the house, I would face another. It was like dramatics and theatrics in my house. I remember there was a time my grandma took these whips, where they call it atori, that they used to, masquerades use, and she flogged me because I was rude to one of my cousins. Wow. But then fast forward to now, the same church that excommunicated me, if I go there now, it's like Barack Obama's arrived. Oh, they're really on my one. So it was quite hectic. And I was not born with a silver spoon, but I've worked very hard to create one.
Amazing. So how about your relationship with Ronke and Jumoke?
Give me a high five. Oshe. My sisters of life, Ronke and Jumoke. You see, the reason why I have worked so hard, not only to build like some sort of wall, the wall was not just for myself, because you see, people have thrown all kinds of shades and tantrums at me, but it was also to not protect myself, but to protect my family. I remember when they instigated that whole Charlie Boy kiss, and I just called my sister and I said, you know what, it's going to get really ugly. People are going to attack you. Nah, Jumoke be this so. This is the last of the lots. This is my mother's replica. Jumoke Motunrayo. And she's single. My mother keeps saying, okay, so when are you, because my mom is currently in Dublin. And she's like, when are you, she has that, Indian, when are you children going to go and marry? Marry. So Jumoke is the one who, I think of my sisters, I'm the closest to Jumoke because, when my mom had Jumoke, it was during a very traumatic time. It was, things weren't going well. Right. We lived in an uncompleted building. My mom had Jumoke in an uncompleted building.
Who is that?
Ronke.
That's Ronke.
Ronke has over 100 tattoos. She has done tattoos for our generation. So I don't have tattoos or piercings, by the way.
Wow.
So this Ronke is the sister after me, and then Jumoke. And the reason why I'm closest to Jumoke is because when my mom had her, I went to the hospital, General Hospital, I think. And then, she just stretched her arms, little infant, And she was the one I just said to myself, this one will get all the things that I never got.
Right.
Ronke gave me headache. There must always be a trace in the family.
Yes. But really, apart from that, another thing that has been in the news and people keep arguing about is your sexuality.
Okay.
And I just want you to tell us, what is it about? I know you're an alternative dresser. You're someone who is quite expressive. You like to dress the way you want to.
True.
And do whatever you want to.
Yes.
But how do you feel when people mix up your dressing with your sexuality? And some people even go as far as, claiming that you're part of the LGBT community. How does this make you feel?
Me, I'm an acquired taste. You don't like me, then go and acquire some taste.
Wow.
From the moment I started my foray into presenting, I've been labeled all kinds of sexuals. From metrosexual to heterosexual to homosexual to bisexual to even sexual. Even solo sexual. We are not the people where they do solo sexual things. I think it boils down to the fact that a lot of people saw me on TV. They could relate with what I was doing, but at the same time could not relate with it. So they had to look for a loophole somewhere. I started, again, like I was saying before, the advent of the internet. So, these days we have faceless identities on the keyboard telling us all kinds of stuff. Back then for me, they will come and tell me up front. Right. So if I'm in Yaba Market looking for belts, they will come. This boy. Bingo. They'll call me like Bingo. Come here. Do you have parents at all? Why are you a homosexual? Do you know that the way you are doing is not good? Like, I face that every single day. I'll go to church. Once I enter church, say, hey, stand here.
Right.
So, why are you dressing this way? So, I just said to myself, okay, if they're looking for a loophole, then so be it. When everyone started asking me about my sexual orientation and preference, I'll not tell people, I'm a sexual outlaw.
Right.
Now, the new one is, my sexuality is fluid.
Still focusing on Rele, do we get a wedding date anytime soon?
Me, I will not say I want to marry.
Right.
Because as my mother has always called, she even called me this morning saying, Rele, you don't want to marry? What is going on? And of course, I love children so much.
Right.
All my friends in the industry who have kids, who are single moms, single dads, they bring their kids to me all the time. So
would you want to have kids?
I can't wait.
It's good to know that you'd like to someday have kids.
You will be my chief vice-maid.
Of course, now. I'll go there now.
The best man.
Oh, shit.
Nancy wear suit and tie.
And your kind of shoes. You will borrow me your shoe as well. Nancy. What size do you wear?
Guess what?
What?
I'm sure you're a 40.
I'm a 41, but I will squeeze my leg. Don't worry,
baby. The higher the shoes, the closer to heaven. And you know what I tell people, Nancy? If the shoe no green size, what you go do? You go cut off the leg.
Yes. Come put her for inside like that. You must enter.
Yes, it must enter.
But on a sadder note, I'd like to know, you lost one of your best friends, Goldie, a few years back. How have you dealt with that? I know at that point we heard about the news, right? We saw Rele, when he went, and it was really hard on you. How have you been able to cope with it?
People were not, in short, I'm going to say this here, I've never said this before, but you see, the media was so unfair to me. Like, they kept saying stuff like, I took Goldie to the brink of death. I was giving her drugs. There was a point that I saw a headline saying, Goldie's family members are taking me to the police to investigate her death. But you see, I am very glad that I was part of Goldie's years. Goldie, God bless you wherever you are. Big man! And that's why you must always be there for people. You don't know what people are going through. Do you know when Goldie came out of Big Brother, she was depressed? Because people did not understand what she was about. They were throwing tantrums. There was so much negative energy. I was like the only solidifying force. But you know, there was so much at that point.
So much
people
hate.
were like, oh, don't call Goldie for any show. You know, and in the midst of all of that, she was going through a crisis. So I was just glad that I was there. You know, I left my house. I was even in a house. But you see, the thing is that for this our industry, people can forget people. So when I go to her graveside, they say, the only time we remember that they really exist is when it goes to Goldie's graveside.
Wow.
It's not about that. It's about preserving a legacy. I can't do much because, you know, me, I'm also a hustler myself, but as much as I can, I appreciate, I acknowledge, I celebrate, and I recognize her.
Definitely.
She was at the pinnacle of her career. We have done so many great singles with a lot of African artists. We're going to push these songs. We're ready for world domination. But then, Baba God knows best.
He
Goldie,
does. He
God
sure
bless
knows.
you.
He sure knows.
A round of applause for Goldie.
Well, thank you very much for sharing, Denrele.
And you know
it's
they send
good
me
to have
comments.
you open. Not yet.
I know
Not
they
yet.
go.
No, you they go? For where?
I know they go.
Wait first.
Okay.
Never take her.
Make I don't take your
Coming up next is our games. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's gonna be a good time. Nancy Isime Show. Celebrities and all the fun stuff. Nancy.
DJ X, pump up the volume. Up in the club, we just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. Decided to dip, and now you wanna trip. Cause not another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, he on me, don't beg him. Any attention. Cried my tears for 3 good years. You can't be mad at me. Cause if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring. Don't be mad at me. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, I'm gonna do that. Oh, 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 oh. You better join me on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Beyonce in the building. Put a ring on it. Okay, now they do that part.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run the world? Hey!
I'm the winner.
Okay, guys. Now, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to call on you, judges and judginas. And you will tell me who won this karaoke battle. No need. Come on. I know some people think I won. Okay, so I'll start with me. If you think I won this battle, which of course I did, let me hear you just say yeah. No, like, yeah. Let me hear you say yeah for me. If you think really won this round, oh God. Okay. I won. Fine, really won, but you're my guest, so it's okay. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Before you go,
Yes, sir.
I have a gift for you from our friends at Moet and Shandon. Neka, please come on with that little something. On behalf of Moet and Shandon, we present this to you.
Nancy, it can't happen like that. You think you're the one that can give people gifts? Where is my gift for Nancy? Come inside here.
I don't...
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, good.
You never complete it. Oh yeah, go and bring the glasses. Go and bring it. You never complete.
No. Thank you so much, really. Hope to see you again. Thank you for coming on the show today.
I've moved into your studio. I'm not going anywhere. Make way for me. My mattress is over there.
We might as well end with really.